Let's stay with this theme and look at the situation in Limpopo now, where 3 trucks were set alight by unknown men along the R547 Lydenburg Road. SABC News reporter Koketso Motau joins us live now. Koketso, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. What do we know about this particular incident? Have they managed to unmask the 3 suspects?
Thank you so much, Bongiwe. What I can tell you is that as we speak now, the police are still searching for the suspects who have actually, set alight the trucks yesterday. We understand that 6 gunmen, approached or ambushed a truck driver yesterday along the R547 between Mpumalanga and Limpopo. The area is called Sekhukhune, just, close to the Lydenburg in the Mpumalanga. So they approached him and they directed him to, stop the truck, and after that they set the truck alight along with the other trucks that were following the very same truck that I'm talking about, because the road is very busy in terms of trucks transporting chromes and other mineral resources between Mpumalanga and Limpopo. So fortunately, the truck drivers has escaped without any injury, but it's unfortunate that the truck was set alight. And of course, the police are calling to anyone with information that can lead to the arrest of these suspects to come forward, because it's not yet clear who is behind this incident. And of course, we know that these kind of things have happened in the KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga. So the police are also trying to, establish whether these incidents are related or there is just an isolated case.
Especially because, there are concerns around the potential that these may be coordinated. Have you managed at all to speak to the drivers or, anyone else who may have been involved, the companies that is?
Yes, we've managed to speak to the truck drivers who were using the road, because the road is still partially closed as we speak. We've been there. We just left. We just came back to the Polokwane offices now. But when we were there, it was clear that they couldn't, remove the wreckage of that particular truck, and it's still carrying the chrome. So the drivers are saying that they are concerned for their safety. They don't know whether they are safe to drive in that particular road, or they will be attacked and their trucks could be set alight as well. But what they have told me is that they are driving in a group of about 5 trucks, so that they can try to be safe and try to help each other in case there is any person who is trying to perhaps rob them or trying to set alight their trucks. So the trucks are now moving in a group of 5 or something, so that to avoid that particular incident to occur again. But another thing that I heard from the community members, they've described this as an economic sabotage, because this R547 road is the only road around that area that connects Mpumalanga and Limpopo province. And people are saying that they receive various goods from that side of Mpumalanga to Limpopo, and there are also some goods that are being transported from Limpopo to Mpumalanga through that particular road. So they've described this as a sabotage, and they are calling upon the police to ensure that they bring enough police in that area to ensure that they prevent this kind of incidents to occur again.
And of course, that issue of economic sabotage also has another ripple effect, which could be job losses and, resulting in some of these companies losing some of their big contracts in this particular regard. Let's talk about the provincial government. Have they reacted to these latest incidents?
Yes, at this stage, the provincial government has not yet reacted to this issue. We only received information from the police, and I also spoke to the police spokesperson in Limpopo, Colonel Malisela Lidwaba. I spoke to him just, before 5 o'clock, and he also confirmed to me that they have not yet arrested anyone at this stage, and we are yet to hear from the provincial government, because obviously, indeed, this is affecting people of Limpopo. Other drivers are not feeling safe on the roads. So we're still waiting to hear what are the preventative measures that are going to put in place to ensure that these drivers feel safe in the provincial roads, and of course, this kind of incident doesn't spread to other districts, because as we know, it has already happened in the Sekhukhune district and other 4 districts. We didn't hear anything of this of any trucks that were set alight.
So are the police then going to be patrolling the area, because we do know that that is happening in Mpumalanga, and there are also, of course, efforts to end this as well in KwaZulu-Natal. Are the police patrolling that R547?
Yes, the police are patrolling the R547 because there's also a protest by the community members around that area, protesting against the one of the mining companies in that area. So they're trying to establish whether these 2 incidents are linked, whether the trucks were set alight by the protesting community members who are trying to get jobs and to raise other grievances in that particular mine. So I spoke to some of the police officials who were deployed in that area. They told me that they've just arrived today following that incident, because these people have been protesting for almost since last week Thursday. So they are trying to establish whether the 2 incidents are linked to each other. But another thing that I can tell you is that the police are also monitoring that particular area, because it's next to Mpumalanga, where we know the trucks were also set alight. So the police in Limpopo are also working together with the police in Mpumalanga, because the area is just in between the border of Limpopo and Mpumalanga.